Am I? Am I?
So you're a YouTuber from South Africa.
Am I?
Tell us a bit about what you do.
So I am a YouTuber from South Africa. I have a YouTube channel as my predominant thing, and I also live stream to Twitch, which I love. I love live streaming a lot. So I used to be a TV presenter focusing on video games and technology, and I kind of moved on to digital because that's a natural move.
We're in the future, right?
Yeah, we are in the future. 2029 is actually happening now. We don't know.
It's pretty exciting. So what kind of plans have you got for all this stuff?
Well, again, I really like Twitch. I really want to grow my Twitch channel and make that more mainstay, make it more lucrative so that I can kind of let the wheels of YouTube kind of roll on their own. I love making YouTube videos, but it's time, I think, for me to take on a new challenge. And Twitch is a really nice challenge, especially coming from live TV, because it's a way that I can really interact with my audience in a way that I couldn't do on television.
Yeah.
But also have that kind of performance value that live TV provides.
Yeah, definitely. No, I totally agree. So I mean, it totally makes sense now why you'd be at Insomnia. But is this your first one?
No, this is actually my second Insomnia. I went to i63.
Okay.
And it was a load of fun. I just love the community here, and they invited me back. A miracle.
Dude, nice. How's it been for you?
It's been good. I'm very tired. My voice has gone hoarse. Had some really great experiences. Was on stage with Xavier from the WWE. What a genuine guy. And everybody says that about celebrities that they meet, but honestly, I mean it. I think he's a good soul. I've got to do that. I haven't yet got to play some of the games yet.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot to do. Played some flight ball against you guys.
Yeah, we won, by the way.
Yes, you guys won.
And you ran away.
I needed to pee.
No,
needed
sore
to do
loser.
a number one.
Let's be honest here.
I'm very proud of you guys. What you did was insane. So yeah, it was cool. It was a lot of fun. I want to see more of that.
Yeah, I mean, you also attempted a Guinness World Record, right? Tell us a bit about that.
So I attempted one on stage with Xavier. We had to build a 3-story 1x1 in Fortnite, and it was very embarrassing because I had to do it on a console, and I don't play console, so.
Oh, that's the only reason it didn't go well.
The only reason.
So going back to your YouTube career a little bit, so can you maybe tell us about how you kind of got started on that? Because obviously YouTube's such a big thing these days. So many people want to get into these worlds.
Yeah, so I used to storyboard for a cartoon show back in South Africa. And that was my first real career, and I was just really fortunate because the cartoon show was in a television studio that was that had a whole bunch of other TV shows in it. And a producer came running to me, panicked one day, and was like, I have a game for you to review. The person we had scheduled bailed.
Oh.
Please help. And I was like, I've never been on TV before. I didn't have an Xbox 360, but I said yes for some reason. And I did it. And they were like, that's amazing. Could you do this next week? And that was how it started on television. So I've been doing TV for about 10 years. And then I was really excited to do online video.
Yeah.
I met a South African YouTuber called Casper Lee, who taught me a lot about YouTube, and I helped him with his channel. And here I am doing my own thing now.
Yeah, pretty exciting. So I hear you guys are looking for having Fortnite servers in South Africa.
Yes, that's something that's very close to my heart. A lot of games, especially multiplayer games that have to do well in Africa, need localized servers. You guys use EU and the North American servers, but the latency between the two is way too much. For any of us to actually be competitive in any way, whether it's Fortnite, Overwatch, Siege, all of these games require a really good ping.
Yeah.
If you want to be competitive in any way. So Epic is the one company that hasn't, as far as I know, expressed any interest in Fortnite servers, and it's really hindering the growth of Fortnite in Africa. So if they can lead the way and build a Fortnite server based somewhere in Africa, so that everybody in Africa can have a very low latency, it puts Africa on the map as a strong contender. It's not that we don't have good players, we just have bad infrastructure.
Yeah.
And the infrastructure is put up all around the world except for Africa. And I think we kind of forgotten by a lot of developers. So hashtag Fortnite Africa. We're gonna get that going. So yeah.
You're not actually the first person I've heard of about this, where they want like dedicated African servers, because you either have to play on EU or even to try and kind of reach NA if you're really ambitious.
There's no point. It's better to hit South America from us than it is to hit NA. And in fact, I think they're building a pipe from South America to Africa, so that ping is probably going to improve. So we might play there.
Something.
It's something, but we actually need our own, and there are enough players. We've got an entire continent that's just got nothing.
Yeah.
So we need some attention, guys.
I mean, like the way you've kind of spoken about it to me is that there's like this buzzing like community ready to grow in esports in South Africa, and it's got to be unleashed, you know?
Yeah, 100%. We've got like a ton of competitive teams. We've got our own leagues. They got good money behind them, but when it comes to us being competitive in any capacity abroad, we don't do very well. We've got one team, Bravado, they're doing pretty well. But Energy Esports is an incredible team as well.
Yeah.
Quasi Sports is great. They just need to, you're only as good as the people you play against. And if you've got like a pool of players that are a certain skill level, you're only gonna compete at that skill level.
Yeah,
You need to break out
course,
and hit other European and American markets.
I mean, so like here's to unleashing the talent and competitive players of South Africa.
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. So one last thing. Yesterday we had the KSI versus Logan Paul boxing match. What do you think?
Well, I love the fight. I think Deji did very well. I think Deji's actually the hero of the whole thing.
Okay. MVP, Deji?
Deji's the MVP. I think it's disappointing it ended in a draw, but not unusual. I don't think it's fixed. I think everyone played very well. I think Logan really came to the party. I wasn't expecting Logan to do as well as he did.
Okay.
And it's because JJ's had all the experience up until now. He's played against Joe Weller. He's played in huge arenas. And he's been training longer. So like those things put together make him like the likely to win. And I think Logan really like overtrained himself to that point. So I'm really impressed with what they brought. I'm really excited to see what they do next.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
We need to follow up now.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to volunteer?
No. We can fight, but you'll beat me.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. That was some like top tier Olympic analysis. But thank you so much for joining us here at i63. Hopefully they'll invite you back for i64 as your third one.
Incredible.
That would be so cool. We're going to hang out some more, and hopefully at that point you'll actually have this whole Fortnite Africa stuff going on.
Can you imagine? We can be talking about that.
You'll be coming back here. You'll be coming back here, and you'll be like, "I'm a pro now. I'm too good for you."
Yeah.
Now we have our stuff.
We'll get Harry. We'll play some Overwatch. I'll outwit him.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Sure, down.
No, I have faith. I have faith. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a really fantastic week. I mean, we've still got one day left. So yeah, let's have a great rest of i63, and we'll see you at i64.
Thank you so much for having me, and subscribe to Caffeine Gaming.
Hell yeah.